And what is it that you do?
We specialize in the modalities in which cannabis products and the derivatives are imported and exported respective to the countries of which they are, that we are dealing with.
Okay, and why Colombia? Why Cannabiz Latino Hub?
Well, first and foremost, everyone is watching Colombia to see what they do. All of Latin America is watching Colombia. So it's like how everyone's watching the United States to go legal, everyone's watching to see how Colombia does it. Just whether it's a pass, I don't know. I don't care. It's going forward. It's what we do. That doesn't define anything. It's what cannabis does for us going forward is what's going to define us. And so really, all I'm doing is my company, I'm going to get to sit back and watch a lot of great products, a lot of great things happening in communities just by shipping stuff.
So how do you see Colombia at the long run when it comes to cannabis?
If done correctly, and I am saying politically from all sides of the pond, all sides of it, I see Colombia prospering. You're sitting on a gold mine right now, and you know it. And it's just with biomass not being able to be exported, that is phenomenal. By keeping that core, by keeping that here, that's going to keep Colombia going. Because if that were to be given up, it would just be another thing sold off.
And how do you see Colombia as a global export for Latin America?
The global leader, not just Latin America, but global leader.
Excellent, excellent. And what advice would you give new entrepreneurs in the cannabis business, especially with your background in shipping and logistics?
I would say don't operate on the better side of maybe. So to define that is, if you're in this gray area and you're not sure, call, find out. Don't put time, hours, sweat equity, your intellectual property into something that's just gone. And we could do some due diligence that would take maybe a couple extra days, but you get to go back to business the next day and not having your product seized or forfeited.
Nice. So what was your experience with Cannabiz Latino Hub?
It's opened my eyes to that in the U.S. we think we have gray areas, that right here this is really on the ground level, and in terms of just creating standards. As I've mentioned a couple of times, the adjective of psychoactive, non-psychoactive, and really conforming to using maybe, for example, like industrial hemp in like legislation. That I think it carries a little bit more tone, because one thing, it's not even marijuana. They're cousin plants. They belong in the same family, but they're not even related. We might as well be talking about cell phones, because over here is industrial hemp, and that has all the 50,000 plus practical daily uses.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Michael, for your time. Anything you would like to add about you and your business or experience in Cannabis of Latino?
It's that the footer of my email says it the best. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're reintroducing it. This has been going on since 3000 BC. There's just a small little excerpt where it's been left out. Well, we get to pick up and reinvent it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Michael, for your time.